Hey YouTube, coming at you with my best ELO gaining Little Cup team. It's this team plus the second team. I just changed one Pokemon out. That'll be the second half of this video. But Sandshrew, Seel, and Ducklett. So let me just go over why each of these Pokemon are dominant in this meta to a certain extent. So Sandshrew is, I put out a video on Saturday. It is my go-to low-key MVP, ranked 85 in the rankings. Does not matter. Steel resists the fast moves from Bronzor. It resists fast moves from deino. It just spams Night Slashes so fast, and Night Slash is super effective against Bronzor as well. Again, there's not a ton of there is some fire in fighting, but not much at all. So it's in neutral situations pretty strong. So that's why it's there. Seel I mentioned in my team building videos, and I mentioned in my first video. I think it's the best save swap in this meta. It's just bulky. It spams quick coverage all around. And Link is a pretty good fast move as long as you don't get it on a dark, right? So I think Seel is the best safe swap. Ducklett is the one I did change out second half. I actually tried Wing Attack and I tried Water Gun Ducklett because I thought like the reason I changed out is because I was just seeing too many Bronzors. I think if you don't see a Bronzor, it's pretty strong, right? Because why not sit pairing with it? And it's such a great answer to why not, because it resists the counters. And then in neutral situations, you can always threaten a Brave Bird, which is super strong in this meta, right? As long as it doesn't resist Brave Bird, you're pretty much going to one-shot almost anything in this meta with Brave Bird. So that's why I used it. Again, I did well with it, and the only reason I changed this team is because I saw too many Bronzors, right? So this matchup, again, it's neutral. I'm resisting their tackles, and now it's a Night Slash spam game. I will have to shield up one payback, so it takes 3 Night Slashes to take this out, if you don't get a boost. These Night Slashes come super quick, right? So that's a pro of this. I will have to shield one up here. That's fine. If I shield the payback, it says if they bait me with Psyshock, it's much tougher because now they can get 2A payback here. If they don't shield that up, then this matchup is much more comfortable to grab the second shield, because now they can actually probably live this because this is definitely an XL. So I either going to try and catch, or I'm just going to honestly shield and go for the full farm down. So they're unlikely to bait twice, and at this point I could just go for probably the full farm down. And they come in with I didn't see what it was. I think it was a Diglett. I'm just going to throw and chip this, and now this is where the duck comes in. Again, there are a lot of mud boys in this. There are a lot of things that just take neutral to Wing Attack, and Brave Bird will nuke, right? So it's a strong Pokemon here, as long as you don't align it on the Bronzor, is essentially how this works, right? It's one of the top ranks for a reason. They land a return on me, but I did lower their attack, so it does not KO. I've got a Bulb Beam ready that I'm going to throw no matter what comes in. So Bulb Beam comes, lower this, and now Seel should sweep up whatever's in the back, hopefully, and it is Onyx. So I actually come in here because I'm like, oh no, yeah, I come in Seel because I can just Aqua Tail before they get to a Stone Edge. Probably takes me out, but I'm hoping that I can get to 2 Aqua Tails or try and catch on. Let's see what I can. So no, I think I remember living this. So even though they go super effective, oh no, it's not super effective. I'm not ice. I'm only water. So neutral Stone Edge. Still, Stone Edge should hurt. Does not take me out. And now I'm gonna have to instant swap and take this out. So good team combo, able to take out the Bronzor there. Wooper is a terrible lead. Seel is your safe swap. That's fine. It's tanky. They're going to get at least 1 move off here. Maybe 2 if they decide to stay in. That's okay. So Body Slam spam is real. They come in here. So I lost lead and I'm losing switch here. But these icy winds are going to hurt a lot. So yeah, I was about to say they're probably going to shield. I don't think I'm going to maybe with, yeah, I was about to say maybe with the lower the attack they have to throw here. And this is where Sandshrew is just now going to farm. I probably still need to shield up a Crunch if it comes. They do not get to it, so that's great. My Switch Lock is I'm still Switch Lock, so maybe I should have burned the clock a little bit there, but I will get a Night Slash off. This, again, will chip, and I'm out of second move, so I'm like, let's just burn the next shield, and then I'll come into Ducklett to try and sweep here with whatever's in the back. We did CMP. I'm going to save this just in case it is a Bronzor in the back, because that would be a little tough. So shield, let's go in here, and they quit. So I'm guessing they are weak to Ducklett in the back. So finally a good lead here. They're going to have to get out. Ducklett comes in. Again, Ducklett doesn't have a good matchup here. They can only, and it's a shadow, so these Powder Snows are chunking. This is going to chunk. I'll probably stay in here because I know they're unlikely to throw the Brave Bird. right away. And if they lower my attack, I can now just reset and bank some energy. So they're going to have to go for the Brave Bird here. Do I shield or do I not shield? So I call the bait, which is great. That seemed fast again. So I think this is probably just another Bubble Beam. So now I'm 2 times lowered. I think I probably could Bubble Beam and get this down, but I'm like, I've already grabbed 1 shield. Let's just take this out. And this is a power of Brave Bird, so goodbye. Out comes this, and I'm going to hit this back to back. And this is why Ducklett is still, again, bronzer's everywhere, but this is why Ducklett is still pretty strong in this. So basically take that out. Now I can just farm down, and they come in with the Wooper. So again, let's just chip. Just Night Slash from a Shadow does good chip damage in all neutral situations. And now I got a 2 shielded Seel, which is going to have no problem taking out anything in this meta. A 2 shielded Seel is going to just run through whatever. So these body slams do come quick. But in the ending, it is not going to matter. I'm going to get to multiple moves probably. And I still have like a fourth health on Seel left on a Sandshrew. So I will be able to take this. No problem. I'll take the next body. I'm going to shield. I'm going to shield because I think I can farm and come out with like 2 moves in case they try to take me here. But switch timer was up, so that's smart on their part. I don't think this takes me out. I will instant swap. I clicked the move. I clicked it, but game decides, nah, man, we're not registering that. But now I get to Night Slash to take this out. So again, Sandslash has like closed a lot of games for me here. Sandshrew, not Sandslash, and they have their own. So yeah, some people know it's strong. So definitely one to watch out for. And one to use if you have it. I think you need the non-shadow is ranked higher, but I think the shadow is better. And look at that. I let that Night Slash go because I had no idea how much it does. It does a lot, right? So it basically takes me out. So I can't really just get farmed down there. So I have to come in here. Powder Snows are resisted, right? So that's good. Night Slashes, though, still add up a lot. And out comes a Shelmet. And Shelmet, as I showed in my video on Friday, is pretty good. So Shelmet's going to cause not too much problems because I'm still pretty strong here. We're just going to have to see what's in the back. So I'm going to spam this Aqua Tail. Still doesn't take it out. They have a move, but I think I just resist everything here. So Powder Snow down. They come back with the Sandshrew. I can chip this here. Ducklett, I'm running Wing Attack, right? So it's going to be, I have to get out of here. Because I can't get farmed down. I'm going to have to start shielding pretty much anything this throws at me. Because this chip damage would be very real here. And as a bronze in the back. And this is, I think, when I probably switched this team. I probably tried Water Gun Attack next. And then I switched it. So there's no point. Let's just fast forward. Yeah, I lose because I cannot do anything against this Bronzor. So even with the Brave Bird, still not going to take it out. So I'm going to lose here. So that's what made me switch the team. What did I switch it to? I put in my own Bronzor. And this is my first time I used Bronzor. Because my IVs are terrible. So I built this up the first time that Little Cup was out. So my IVs on this are 10, 5, and 6, something like that. It essentially gets you to like level 37, level 38. XLs weren't a thing with this, right? XLs were not a thing when this was around. So I put in Bronzor. It is significantly worse. Do IVs matter? Yes. When you can have a level 50 versus when you have a level like 37, it makes a significant difference in the win advantage column. You lose many more with this, but with the other two, you're just so strong in general. If you like basically use just 2 shields, at least 1 or 2 shields on Seel and Sandshrew, and basically just sacrifice this, that is how this team becomes very, very strong. So even with terrible IVs, like as you see, like that Bug Bud does a ton because it is bad IVs. But again, I just kind of like save shields for Seel and Sandshrew. Just let this absorb everything. And then Seel, again, Seel with 2 shields or, yeah, with 2 shields or a shield advantage is probably pretty good. They come in with their own. So I'm going to chip this here or grab a shield, and then I will be able to switch in here. And again, Seel with 1 shield advantage against a Bronzor, plus whatever's left on the other Pokemon is fine. So I really like Seel and Sandshrew. You don't need to use Bronzor, because the problem with Bronzor is you're now double weak to ground and fire, right? Because you have a Steel in the front and a Steel in the back. Steel Ice in the front, which is double weak to fire, right? So if you're seeing a ton of like Vulpix that are running Ember, don't run this front and back line, or else you will have a bad time. So that is why I kind of use Ducklett, because it was a nice answer to both. You can have like 2 waters in the back to answer, and a flyer that can answer the flying plus that. So that is why I use these 2 on the screen as the back line. And I think it works, but not if you're seeing... oh man, I forgot to... I hit the 100 battles. I need to get that page. I forgot to... I'll do it tomorrow. But not if you're seeing Bronzor on like 4 of the 5 teams, which I was. So I also tried putting in deino there, and what was the problem with it? Fighting. Why not? Why not was the problem, because you're dark there and you're Steel in the front, so you and Steel Ice in the front, so you are very, very, very weak to why not. So you could not go that. I tried Stunky, just as because it's got that half poison typing, so it neutralizes it, and it gives you another answer to. It gives you another answer to it. But again, I just didn't find it as strong as Bronzor is, even with bad IVs. So it's up to you how you want to play that out. But yeah, I've basically not won every game, because I've definitely lost a couple with it. I'm filming this Friday night also, so I'll play with this team on like Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And if I switch teams, I'll maybe bring 2 Tuesday. I still don't know what I want to do Tuesday, because I was looking at the schedule. I'm almost positive we have another Little Cup at the end of the season. So it's Master League, Little Cup, Master League, Spring Cup, all of the cups, Great League, Master League. Yeah, Ultra League and Little Cup. May 3rd, and that's it? Yeah. So May 3rd to May 10th is Ultra League and Little Cup. I feel like more people, if they hate Little Cup, will play Ultra League. But doing a recap video when this is coming around again, it may not be a bad idea. So for this Tuesday, yeah, I think for tomorrow I will do a recap, Little Cup recap of the best teams, best Pokemon, how to play out certain matchups and stuff like that. I think I'll do that for the Tuesday, and then I'll see what I can do following that. So next week is Master League Open again, but Spring Cup. The problem is I am headed to Hamilton from Thursday to Monday. So I need to shoot four videos in advance. So what I'm planning on doing is shooting a Spring Cup for Thursday, Friday. I'm going to do 2 Wednesday night before I go. I'll do Thursday, Friday, Spring Cup. I am going to be filming pretty much right away now, Saturday, Sunday, best Pokemon for Great League that are non-XL and non-legendary for Saturday and Sunday. And maybe now with the raid issues, I can do Monday if you're not going to be able to. And maybe I'll just do Monday, the best non. And then I'll be back Monday night, and I can do like another Spring Cup team on Tuesday from when I was gone. Maybe we'll just do that, and then we'll get back on track the following week, because the following week I'll be here, and it is Great, Ultra, Master, and Evolution Cup. That is a lot of leagues. That is a lot of 4 leagues on at 1 week. That is a lot of leagues. Yeah, so then I will be... I'm just looking at the schedule here. See what else we have coming up. Looks like we're gonna have a Great League Cup weeks in a row, plus Weather Cup, Ultra League, and then there's a Great League and Master Premier, so level 50, but no Legendary. So I can have a few teams for that, including my best one ever. And then Ultra Little Cup I mentioned, Ultra League, Sunshine Cup, Great League, okay, Master League and Element Cup, Little Edition. So we have a 3rd Little Cup. We have a 3rd Little Cup, but it is an Element Cup, and which is, if I remember, grass, fire, and water. So that's where your ducklets and stuff are going to come out much, much more. And it's running at the same time as Master League. So the oh my god, oh my goodness, this schedule is brutal. So we're going to essentially have 3 Little Cups. The second last week is, sorry, I'm like yelling into my mic here, is Master League Open and a Little League Element Cup. So Little Cup with only fire, water, and grass. And then your last week is Master League Open plus a Catch Cup Rising Heroes Edition. But the Catch Cup is only Pokemon caught that week, if I remember. Only Pokemon that have been caught during this Catch Cup are eligible. So you need to use Pokemon that you catch during that week. This is brutal. This is an absolutely brutal ending to this GBL season. So my goal is, where are we right now? We're at Master League and Little Cup. So we're only on the 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on the 5th week. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more weeks before the last 2 weeks, which are just pathetic. So I essentially have 6 weeks that I want to hit Legend in. And then we'll worry about the last 2 weeks will just be whatever. So my goal is to hit Legend next 6 weeks. And this is, so I've been doing those quizzes. Many of you were surprised that I hit number 18 on the GBL leaderboard. So I've been on, so about my, whether I'm a strong battler or how high I can get and stuff like that. I've been on the GBL leaderboard multiple times, multiple seasons. 18 was my highest, but I've gotten I was in the 50s or 60s for a bit on one season. I was in the 100s, 200s in other seasons. The problem when you get up there is the battle times take forever. And when I was at number 18 ranked, I remember this, I went 4-1 and I gained 2 points. And then the next set I went 2-3 and I lost 50, something like that. Because I was just so high up, right? So when you get up there, the times are slow, and it's really annoying to do. So I decide I don't need to do that. I don't need to make the leaderboard. Plus, when you want to put out 4 to 5 different teams a week, it takes time to do a set and then edit and upload and try a new team and try that, right? So I go through 5 or 6 teams, and some of the teams I try don't work, right? So what you're seeing is I'm trying to bring the teams that do work, but there are teams that I try and I go 0-3 or 1-4, and I'm okay, this team doesn't work, so I'm gonna do it. So a lot of the time my ELO will go up with good teams, and then you'll see me in the next video at the same spot I was before, because I lost it all trying to do a different team. So that's why I don't get as high as I could. If I wasn't a YouTuber putting out teams, I could very, very easily find a good team and run it and hit Legend 3 to 4 weeks earlier than I do now. But I don't need to do that. And I don't want to do that. I actually have more fun trying out the different Pokemon. Anyways, that is it. Appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for a bunch more videos as always. And I'll see you guys in the next one.